Hey everyone, it is now day 3 of my 7-day quarantine in Bangkok, and my first PCR test did come back negative, which is awesome. They have like a an outdoor area that you can go to, I guess, to get a little sun and some fresh air. So I booked that. That's actually coming up in a few minutes here, so pretty excited. Get to go outside. But so far, yeah, it's been a pretty good experience. The food has been pretty good. Just been sitting in the room, a lot of movies, a lot of streaming. Their Wi-Fi is pretty strong here. It seems to be about 50 to 60 megabits, so that is a relief as well, because I guess if you can't stream anything, then it's gonna be a horrible experience, because that's all basically what I'm doing. The jet lag is still really, really intense. I passed out at 6 p.m. yesterday, woke up at 11, and then couldn't go back to sleep. That's always tough, it's like a 15-hour difference, I think. I'm gonna be feeling jet lag effects for at least like a week or so. Yeah, at first he was like, I'll be back in an hour, but I don't think I want to be out here that long. So I told him like 15 minutes. Pretty cool, you can see the entire skyline. The air is pretty shit today though. I don't want to be out here that long. I mean, this is like a mix of like weather and pollution, but yeah. I'll just chill out over here. Yeah, let's get some of that sun. Anyways, the quarantine hasn't been too bad. I'm so jet lagged, I'm like barely functional anyway, so I think it's fine. Just gonna enjoy a little sun right now. They left like a Rubik's Cube, so give me something to do. There's cool little like touches like that, which I appreciate. It's overcast, and I was just like instantly sweating within like 30 seconds of going outside. So welcome to Bangkok. It is not even summertime yet. Well, it's a new day. Just got out of bed. Finally, I'm sleeping a little bit more normal. I took a nap like 6-7 p.m. yesterday, and then went to bed around midnight. Woke up like 5 and went back to sleep really fast again. Woke up again at like 7:30. So starting to kind of be normal. It would be nice to sleep through the night. Breakfast is here. So how they usually do it is they will drop it off and ring the doorbell. I'm gonna go grab it. So yeah, Aloft is pretty cool, which is this hotel, Aloft. It's pretty cool because they have like an option of Western, Asian, or Thai. So that's for like every meal. So you get 3 meals a day in their 7-day quarantine package. So I've been getting a lot of Thai stuff. Just kind of looking for a bit of a change today. So I ordered a Western breakfast. Some pineapple juice, coffee, some fruit. I got milk for whatever reason. I got 2 of them. I don't know why. Oh, it's getting a little messy in here. 2 milks, some butter, and some Maggi or Maggi. It's like soy sauce, but it's basically just MSG, I think. It's poached eggs, some hash browns, and sausage and bacon. Got some ketchup, some chili sauce. It's a good setup. There's like croissants and stuff in there. Dude, this is insane. Like how, like why is it so much food? So yeah, this is significantly bigger than the Thai portion. That's for sure. I think it costs more. Like when you look at the room service menu, like the Western meals are, I don't know, 4 times the cost of the Thai stuff. So I felt like I should get my money's worth and not, get so much Thai food. But for lunch, there is the Thai menu. And then for dinner, I'm going to do the, I think it's like a lamb stew and potatoes. So that looks pretty good. The croissants are a nice touch, but I'm not usually into eating like too much bread. So maybe I'll save those for later. Sausage is highly processed, but the bacon's really good. Their coffee is actually pretty good. I guess that's the good part of being like a part of an international chain. It's nice and runny too. It did like a really good job. So I mean, luckily there's a hash brown, because like seems like most of the carbohydrates in this meal are bread. Not really my favorite. Yeah, good stuff. Lunch just came. So this should be like a Thai style lunch. Fruit and coconut milk. Basically these three are usually your standard Thai condiments: sugar, dry chili, and fish sauce. This I like too. Vinegar and some green chilies. It's a little sweet too. So this is like squid, and this looks like fish and fish skin, and then some rice noodles as well. That was pretty good. Yeah, generally speaking, their Thai selections are good. That's spicy too. Good looking spread over here. So this is Wednesday. Started things off on Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, third day. So this is day 4. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I'm out on Sunday. But so far not bad. Like it's a nice like comfortable work area right there, and the computer set up, and I can like sit there and use it, and the bed's like super messy right now, but everything all in all, it's nice. Like, I don't think I've ever stayed in a hotel so long. It's quarantine, but it's still like a nice experience, you know, because you basically have room service for every meal, and just trying to look on the positive side of things, I guess. But a lot of like, you know, watching movies and stuff on the iPad, and so far so good. Dinner's here. Looks pretty legit, actually. It's a lamb stew and a salad. Looks like it's congee and Cantonese style sausages, duck eggs, some pickled mustard greens. I've decided I'm going to switch back to all Thai food now. I don't know, it just tastes better, and I feel like super bloated and full with the Western stuff, but eating just Thai the first few days, it like wasn't enough calories, so I was getting super hungry. So yesterday I ordered Western breakfast and dinner, and it was like massive, so I got pretty full. Seems like my second PCR test is tomorrow, which is Friday, day 6. I'm out on Sunday, so I'm trying to align the time I can get out of the hotel with the Airbnb check-in, because right now the Airbnb check-in is 2 p.m. and I can leave the hotel at 2. I can stay that long, but I don't really want to, because I guess according to the rules I can leave as early as 6 a.m. on Sunday. So I want to try and pair the Airbnb check-in as close to the morning time as I can, so I can get like a full Sunday outside, you know? Yeah, so I guess you just dump the ingredients inside the congee. This is like a more watery congee. It's a little more Thai style, I guess. Like the Chinese style is like a little thicker, but yeah. So I throw a bunch of chilies in there too. Like lunch is here. Kind of looks like some red curry and some kind of salad thing. This looks like some kind of grass jelly dessert. Super tasty. Yeah, so good news. It seems like you can actually check out on the 7th day from 6 a.m. I checked with the Airbnb that I'm staying at, and she's letting me check in a little earlier, because usually checkouts at 10, and I was just thinking I don't want to stay in quarantine like an extra, you know, half day. So she said it was cool, so it looks like we settled on about 10 a.m. I'll check out of the quarantine hotel at 9:30 a.m. and then I wasn't able to get like cash or a SIM card at the airport, so I'm gonna have to go seek that out immediately. You basically need your phone so you can use GrabCar, which is like Uber and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of what the plan is on Sunday. And I have my second PCR test tomorrow, actually. The nurse wrote it was supposed to be today, but actually I guess it's gonna end up being tomorrow. So fingers crossed on that. Hopefully we're all good there. We'll see. If that comes in negative, then I'll be clear to leave on Sunday, and then I get to check into my apartment base, basically, which is a condo over in Tonglor. Super excited. The pictures look really good as far as the condo goes. So there's like an eating area, there's a bedroom, there's a work chair, which is like super important because I log a decent amount of computer time and I don't want to be all hunched over and uncomfortable, so it's good. Has like a kitchen, there's like supermarkets around it, so definitely looking forward to it. And then probably immediately after that, I'm gonna get a haircut because this is just, it's just out of control. I'll be all cleaned up shortly. So far, I think the quarantine has been a pretty good experience, especially here. This was actually on the higher side, so there's stuff between like $500 and $700. There's stuff at $1,000, and then you can go like 5-star, which is, you know, $1,200 and up for like a 7-day period, including food and airport transfer and PCR tests. This hotel is Aloft, and it came in right about $1,000. It's actually like 900 and change, and I picked it mainly because of the internet speeds, which I read in the reviews. So I'm getting about 50 megabits now and about 20 megabits up, which is, for a hotel, is pretty damn good. So that was important. And then also the reviews on the food said it was good, and the food is good. I think those are, I mean the food is going to be what is going to make up the majority of the cost, it seems, and that's what the difference is, right? I mean, a room is a room, I guess, to an extent. This one actually, I like the work chair, so that was important to me. So I was able to get the chair and my laptop set up, so it's pretty cool. And this bed is gigantic. Most of the lower cost rooms are probably not as well. They aren't as well appointed, but it just depends what you need, you know. I like to play games on my computer and things like that, so I use it quite often, so it's important to me. If you're going to be sitting in a room for 7 days, you definitely need to, be like watching shows or Netflix or things like that. So the internet is important too. Just kind of depends, right? If you want to spend a little less, the food is not going to be as good. The internet might or might not be the same, but definitely like the room is not going to be as comfortable. So, you get what you pay for. In some of the lower cost hotels, you actually have to go to the hospital to get a test. But Aloft, they actually have a testing zone in the parking structure. So it's nice. You don't really have to go anywhere. You just go downstairs. So that's kind of why I picked it. And then, yeah, so what I love is actually, it's pretty quiet. I'm on the 26th floor, so it's super quiet. There's no traffic noise. The bed is super comfy, and the shower is just like this waterfall of like insane water pressure, and it's really nice. The showers in Mexico were not even close. I would definitely recommend this place. If not for the quarantine, you can do like the new test and go package too, which is like you have to get a hotel on day 1 and day 5. I would go for Aloft. And people are probably wondering why I went with the 7-day quarantine and not the test and go package, which started from February 1st. Day 1 of the test and go is basically exactly the same as the quarantine or the sandbox. They're all the same for day 1. You get the private airport transfer, and then you stay in the hotel and you get a PCR test until the next day. If you're clear, you can go. As far as like the sandbox and the test and go. For the quarantine, you just stay the whole 7 days. So, I mean, when I was booking, cases were kind of raging. I figured it'd be safer just do the 7-day, pass both my tests, and then be free. I have friends that are kind of doing the test and go thing and the sandbox, and people are testing positive. Like they're clear on the first day because they're flying in, right? But then in places like Phuket, it seems like people are picking it up. A lot of people. And it becomes kind of a pain in the ass. So it's not like the US, right? Where you test positive and you just go home and hang out in your apartment or whatever. They actually you have to isolate, and it's not optional. So if you're already in a hotel, they will force you to stay in the hotel. So you're basically quarantined for 10 days after your test. if it's positive. And you know, in some places they kind of force you into a hospital, which is like a hotel that's more of like a field hospital. So like there'll be like a doctor and a nurse, and they'll give you medication if you need it, and it's like a little more advanced, but not quite like a hospital. So it's a little in between. And the downside of that is you have to pay for it. So it comes out of your pocket, or you get reimbursed by your insurance. But a lot of insurances, they don't reimburse for asymptomatic care. So because Thailand is a little more, I don't know, they just control it a little more. If you actually have it, they force you to go to a certain place. And yeah, as a traveler or as a foreigner, you're just kind of stuck with the bill. So definitely get some insurance that covers specifically that. Just about checkout time. It's been a pretty good stay. Stoked to get out of here. Start exploring Bangkok, move into my condo, all that good stuff. So just a couple more minutes. I think someone's gonna come get me at the door, and then we're out of here. Still need cash and a SIM card, so I'm gonna give it a try at 7-Eleven and see if it works out. All right, all packed up. Yeah, the air isn't great today, so mask is actually a good thing. It's my collection here. Water bottles and teas. That's pretty cool because you can order stuff on Grab, like, which is like Uber Eats, so like grocery delivery and food, and then just bring it to the hotel. All right, peace out, room. Alright, checked into my apartment. It's a little less fancy than it did on Airbnb, but I think it's got all the important stuff. Bed's like super soft though. It's got the chair, which is like super important. The workstation. Actually, most important, see that Wi-Fi. Okay, that's legit. 200 megabits all to myself. It's pretty awesome. Let's see what the upload is. There you go. 200. Oh, wow. All right, it's like 200 almost, or 200 180. Yeah, that's impressive. Which is like pretty awesome. I always ask in advance, and she said it was 200, and I was like, really? 200 megabits is a lot, but it actually is, so it's pretty cool. Well, okay, I am gonna get settled into this place and go out and explore maybe a little bit, but thanks for joining me. Finally out of quarantine. Super excited to be in Thailand, planning for like a couple months, so should be some good content to come, so stay tuned.